against Spain and Germany.
Yeah, we're gonna see this matchup a lot.
High doses of it, yeah.
Very likely, Sam says, so he agrees. Well, yeah, Spain against Germany.
Very likely. Yeah, I think it's an interesting matchup. I think it used to be a lot more German favored, but Spain's been pretty good recently. So.
Oh, it looks like Sam is not gonna go for a TP. I think he's just gonna build the house only.
Yeah, that probably means he's going to go ATP, I think, because otherwise Spain really wants to get that age 1 TP going. But I think you could age up quicker this way. It's like 15 mils instead of 16.
Yeah, because you don't have
maybe
to
go
chop
out
the,
and
you don't have to chop the 100 wood.
Yeah, and then you can go find that German explorer and kind of deny him from getting a trade post if you run into him. Or get good treasures, right? That's also something Spain's good at. So.
Kaiser getting off of wood on time so he can use this treasure for the house.
An interesting thing on this map with Spain, if you go ATP, like you can get the Navajo settlement? I think it's the one on the Apache, excuse me. Or they get rid of that. It used to be Apache on this map, and you could get like the goons in H2.
I'm seeing Zapotec.
But maybe they changed the names.
Yeah, Zapotec
on
both sides.
Ah, dang. Okay. It used to be Apache and Navajo, I think, and Apache have basically goons. It's like the Nat. They have the same stats as goons, the same cost as goons. Might be nice against Ulans, but yeah.
Do you think he's gonna go ATP?
Yeah, I bet. If he's not going TP, check his deck. He's got to have it in there. Yeah, so.
Pretty surprised that you're still gonna get 2 shipments this early without a TP. I don't think he found the XP treasure either.
No, but it's like he probably killed a couple treasure guardians, and
I've hardly seen him do any treasures.
Yeah, actually, well, he got that one on the right side. I don't know what it was.
Like he got at 2 minutes and 5 seconds, he got his second shipment without a TP. That's pretty nuts.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, it's nice finding the Kaiser Explorer here. So now we can start being annoying. Oh, but there is a coyote or a wolf pup.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Oh, is he? Oh, it's the Kaiser being cheeky there, not letting him steal it. Am I behind? I feel like I might be behind.
Yeah, I can screen share on Discord if you want.
Okay, yeah, it's probably better. I'm just watching the stream.
Oh, he did pick up a net scout at some point. I think that's probably the treasure that he picked up somewhere here. Yeah, here.
Yeah. Nice.
Alright, so he's aging 15. He's not going ATP just yet, so I guess he's not.
Wow, okay. Very interesting. And so it looks like he's still going to chop for a trade post, though. But yeah, that's interesting. You age up like 1 vil sooner, and you get like an XP pass or 2 at this point. And with the TPs on this map, like you can get the first pass on the 2 on the left if you build them ASAP. So it's really, really nice for civs that have that 200 wood start.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that he decided to play it this way. I guess he really likes the tempo that he gets from being up earlier. Maybe he has some plan with that, but it looks like he's just gonna macro towards an FF.
Well, if there's 2 people that know how to play Spain and play it against Germany, it's probably Samwise and Kaiser. So I'm gonna.
Yeah, like whatever these guys do, like we're both out of our league here.
Yeah, this isn't exactly our forte. We're not exactly known for the finer details of our Spain and German play. But,
yeah, just whatever I'm gonna see here, like I'm just gonna take it as well. But
this is like the textbook way to play the matchup, most likely. So. But how many vils did Kaiser age up with?
Neither of us knew about it, basically. I think if I was in this matchup, I would have chopped for a TP in a house.
Yeah, so he went up 17. All right, he's going with the placer mines, so probably going for a semi-FF.
Yeah, and he's ready to get steel traps upon moving up. He's going forward, though.
Cellar wagons, yeah, he's going on a little expedition over here, so it's an interesting play, actually. Maybe he's just looking for something to herd, but that's not really something you do with your cellar wagons.
No, I don't think so. He must have some kind of plan with this. He is just going 3 settler wagons, though. They might run into each other.
Yeah, it looks like he scouted the tower, so well done by Kaiser. Now the settler wagon just gonna have to walk all the way back. So kind of.
Oh,
never
no.
mind. Okay.
So deciding not to get steel traps. So.
And I don't think Samwise has seen. Oh, maybe sees the racks now. That explorer is like right on the edge of range. Yeah, he hasn't seen it. Okay, interesting.
He will see it as soon as the outpost is finished.
Yeah.
And he's training some
But, I
dogs
mean,
to kill the explorer.
Yeah, and Kaiser not going to get out of there. Yeah, so the dogs come out and the snare's on, so that explorer is probably going to go down. But and Samwise on point instantly queued the rods.
I think the problem with the pikes is that the pikes sort of suck against the dogs.
Yeah, but the Ulans are there. That kind of
that's true. Yeah,
helps them out. But and Spain has no like they can't ship bows or something here. They only have melee stuff shipments. So and Kaiser putting that one pike in cover mode already. So well done by him. Yeah, the Ulan's doing okay against the dogs, but I mean not great.
Yeah, the outpost is also firing at them.
Yeah,
the dogs can get on the pikes.
Yeah,
I think this is
and like that tower is down to what, like 600 HP or so. But what's Sam aging up with? Is that the 4 Huss or the bows?
The Huss.
I said the Huss. Yeah, okay.
Do you think he's gonna finish this rod shipment?
I mean, I don't. Probably. He's making more dogs now, so with the rods and the dogs, he could probably hold here.
Yeah, I think that outpost is gonna survive. I think.
Yeah. Yeah, just get those pikes down. Yeah, nice. And get the rods on the bows. Kaiser being annoying with Fang. He probably needs Fang in the fight. It would actually be pretty good here. He's low HP though, but.
This feels like a great start for Sam.
Yeah, it's like Kaiser didn't get the tower down. It's probably on like what 300, 400 HP.
Yeah, now you have this Rex out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
I think Sam.
That's his only military building too. Oh no! Oh, this is huge if he gets this too.
Yeah, 320 XP. Oh, he's also going after the settler wagon. I thought he was just he's gonna try to do both at once, trying to chase the settler wagon down. He seems to be aware that it's somewhere there.
Yeah. Cheeky Kaiser running it away, but Sam's right hot on his tail. It's well done by him. And it's like Kaiser's in a weird spot here because he has to commit to burning down the outpost or he can age, right? But he can't really do both like he tried to do.
The rod's
is he close to aging right now?
Like this.
Oh, wow.
That settler wagon is lucky. Yeah, he's still not clicking up.
Yeah, so he's going to be up not too much later, but he probably won't have a military building by the time he's up. Probably needs to buy 100 wood and drop down something, but
he did get a
villager. Oh, nice raid though.
Yeah, he got at least one vill. I doubt it was more, but at least one.
Check. Sam's at what 22 vills? I think you think he got 2, but I'm not 100% sure.
All right, going Spanish gold first. And yeah, these Huss from
ESOC I like that.
Now gonna be able to idle.
I like that Spanish gold choice for Sam. I mean, he's got Kaiser kind of. Sam's ahead, right? And like Kaiser doesn't have a military building, so he's gonna probably have to like scramble for some units to defend here. And instead of trying to go all in on the fight, he's just saying, all right, I'm gonna make you ship your shipment, and I'm just gonna slow play it here. So
yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Like Kaiser's almost forced to ship a military unit, right? Military shipment first. And there it is, 3 war wagons.
I wonder if Sam is going to continue to look for the settler wagon because he seems to be aware that it's somewhere. He was looking for it earlier.
Yeah.
I wonder if he just patrols something around this area. But Germany has,
that's a huge pickup if he gets it, right?
Germany has to chop so much wood.
Yeah, the no 700 wood really hurts.
Yeah, and no barracks either.
Yeah. And no housing space, but he's not chopping and he's not sending wood. So
he was chopping before, but it looks like he stopped.
Yeah,
he just bought 100 wood.
Maybe he just idled. But see, this is the thing, right? If Samwise was going like a big army push here, and like, he'd be playing right into Kaiser's hands, right? Because Kaiser's playing pretty.
He does end up finding it.
Oh, nice.
That's a big pickup.
Yeah, that's huge. That's 2 vills down.
The barracks goes down.
Does Sam have a Rex? Oh yeah, he must. He's trading skirms at home.
Yep, trading skirms.
But at this point, like, he doesn't even need that tower anymore.
He also
he's got
just
the
went
1K
1K
wood in
wood.
that too.
Yeah. Yeah, Spain is in a really comfortable spot here, I think.
And Kaiser's really, really uncomfortable. So
also, this native scout is always great for some information.
Yeah. And Kaiser's not going to be looking for it against Spain, right? Because I mean,
that skirmisher was feeling himself. He just smacked the Ulan in the face.
Getting a little frisky, like, a little too big for his britches.
This mine is gonna
run
run
I think
out,
Sam's
and then Sam is already positioning to the next mine. He's already putting to Cav here. He seems to be aware like his mine will run out, which is another problem. Like we saw Kaiser sell gold to wood, and you know you already eat 2 mines so quickly. So if you're also buying your wood, the mines are even earlier that they're empty.
Yeah, and I think this is 1,500 coin mines, right? Like 10 mines on this map?
I think they're just 2K.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
So they're not that bad for Germany. But yeah, I mean, only having the 1 in base is always... So
going for double
less
Rex,
than ideal.
No stable.
Yeah, getting the rod up. I mean, I like that decision by him. He's probably just going to, mass for a while. Because, well, it's Kaiser shipping, right? He's probably just shipping another military shipment here.
Jaegers.
Yeah, he's got Jaegers coming.
Okay.
But I mean, look, the pop situation's terrible. He's got 10 bills on wood. Probably more if you factor in some Marcelo wagons.
He's trying to take control of this mine, so these bills will probably end up going here. And then Sam might end up moving the scout again.
Yeah.
He also sees that the Explorer is here, so his native scout is never going to be found. The Huss do get run down. I feel like
well, it's also not a matchup where you're expecting a native scout, right? It's like against France, you're always going to be looking for that native scout. But against Spain, if Kaiser missed the treasure notification, you just won't think about it.
I feel like the outpost went down in the end. But like, is it even important?
No, because Sam's playing the long game, right?
Yeah, exactly. He's not going for the... Oh, he sees everything here, by the way. He knows exactly what's going on. He sees the spot, the Jaegers.
Yeah. God, well done by him, even moving the Nat Scout up just to get a little more line of sight, just to see exactly what Kaiser has.
Yeah, he knows.
And how many rods does he have? He could even right click with all these rods. I mean, Jaegers are great at range, but if the rods get up in their face, it's trouble. But yeah, I mean, he's ahead in eco, and just ship more unit shipments, get more upgrades in.
Yeah, and you
keep
on getting this extra gold as well.
Yeah.
I think he's looking he's in a commanding position, I feel like.
I mean, the scores are even, but the ecos are about the same, and Spanish gold kind of puts Sam ahead there.
But look,
I feel like if you're ahead as
he never shipped woods, and he still had to get another barracks. He had to make all these houses. I think not being able to ship wood and then also losing 200 wood in your barracks, it's got to be painful.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like that decision to rush the pike rush the outpost. It's like it doesn't work against dogs.
Yeah, dogs are insane.
And it's like having that forward racks. What did it get him? Like, sure, his pikes are about 5 seconds sooner, but
you might as well just place it at home. Yeah,
exactly.
And
it wasn't like it was that far forward either. It was like just a little bit out of TC range,
and I think a lot of people, you already mentioned it kind of, but a lot of people would probably be like over eager, like, oh, he's behind now, let's go 2 Falcons and go for the kill.
Yeah.
But realizing that you can just go Spanish gold 1k wood, it's probably just, feels like you're likely to just slowly win.
Yeah, I think both players knew Sam was ahead, right? And Kaiser was like, all right, well, I gotta ship 3 war wagons to defend if he pushes. And Sam was like, all right, he's got to ship 3 war wagons, so it's just greed.
Yeah.
And yeah, now he's nicely ahead because he's got 1k wooden and Spanish gold. And
there's no way that Kaiser in that position could have gone 1k wood. It's just far too risky.
Yeah. Yeah, he ships 1k wood and Sam ships anything military, and it's just GG on the spot.
This looks like it might be the fight. The rods are getting into position. That was a nice split. 4 kills at once. Another 3 kills.
Yeah, Kaiser's micro here is getting kind of back in, but Lancers kind of pathing like idiots. And this trade post might actually really help getting the...
Yeah, now the skirms are not shooting anymore.
Yeah. But again, Ulan's against rods is Ulan's against rods is just so bad.
I think
and then now it's another shipment for Spain. Yeah, Sam looks like to be in a great spot. The Lancers just aren't going to die now. And the rod's cleaning up the Ulans.
I think it was a good effort from Kaiser with the splits and stuff, but in the end,
yeah,
you can't run away from your trouble.
Yeah, just too much of the eco on. Too much of the eco was on Woodall games, so the mass wasn't big enough to.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, Kaiser being a great guy, great sport, given Sam this matchup. So. Yeah, I think it's like Germany's a micro civ, right? Like the War Wagon Skirm and Ulans, it's a hard comp to micro, and then Spain, it's just Z move right click,
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think the matchup probably is Spain favored a little bit, but I wouldn't say it's like crushing. But I mean,
I think Kaiser just yeah. I think Kaiser just that age 2 trade, like 8 bows or 5 bows, 5 pikes for what did he kill? Like 3 rods and 2 dogs or something like that. Just wasn't that good.
And here we see the opposite matchup. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, this is exactly what we expected, right? And the next game should be a French mirror.
Mirror, yeah, exactly.
That would be hilarious. Damn, Sam's scroll speed is just so insane.
Well, game 3 is on Grand Chaco. Oh wait, yeah, Grand Chaco, I think. So probably not a French mirror. It'd probably be a Brit mirror. But then we'll get the French mirror in game 4. Or maybe we just get this matchup 2 more times. Who knows?
I would be surprised if we see a non-Nilla civ in this game. In this series.
I'd be shocked if we see anything beside Spain, Germany, French, and Brit. Maybe Dutch.
Yeah, Dutch maybe sometimes slides in there. Yeah. Or maybe, like, do they have Pampas next? Maybe that's like Dutch and Russia or something.
Yeah. But yeah, it's funny to see Sam win the Germany-Spain game, and then he locks Germany, and Kaiser comes right back with Spain. So.
And I think that the nice thing, by the way, Kaiser's getting this wood treasure and also working on a wood treasure. I think the nice thing is back in the day when I watched ESOC streams, I sometimes I got a little bored of these kind of matchups because it was just over and over again. But nowadays, most people are playing different stuff, which makes it actually more like a welcome change, I guess.
Yeah, it's nice to see because I mean, this is when it gets down to these guys, it's all the small details that make the difference, right?
Yeah, and then when we play, it's the big details.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like the sometimes like full tricking the explorer out of range with like a native scout, and then the other player doesn't get the XP. Like we'll swing the game, and then like for us, it's like oops, AFK deleted 5 Ulans.
Yeah, exactly. Like these guys can get a game win because they raided 1 vill, and we.
Yeah,
our games just get decided because one of the players did a different build order. And
yeah, someone microed like Heister and just lost all the units. Yeah.
So it's a welcome change. That's basically my point. And back in the day, it was just always these matchups, and then it would be too much.
Yeah. Well, it seems like the same thing over and over again, but once you actually get down to the nitty gritty, it's really not. But, yeah. So I mean, this does kind of feel like the same thing over again. Spain, no TP, getting good treasures, and.
Yeah, so clearly you're not supposed to go TP as Spain, apparently.
Yeah.
Like we didn't know, but Kaiser did go market, which Samwise didn't.
See.
Although I think Samwise got a good treasure straight away, so maybe it's because of that.
Yeah, I think the treasures on this map kind of. You got to do something with it because otherwise you're just sitting on almost 200 wood.
They feel like no matter what, you have to age 15 or not 16.
Yeah. It's interesting. But I mean, it's not an ATP map for Kaiser who want to check his deck. Or I don't think he's going to go Logistician, right? No way.
No way, no. That would just shock me.
Check the decks? Yeah, all right. So no ATP, but basically normal Spain stuff. And then...
Yeah, basically everything normal. He does have discard in deck, which some people decide not to. Like
Oh, the Calaberos.
Some people switch this one out for the 8 rods, for example, which I think a lot of people would do against Germany, actually.
Yeah, I feel like Germany always has a cav mass, so Ulans or Lancers never get onto infantry like you want. But yeah, interesting decision. Let's see. Kaiser made a second dog there too, so that's probably really great on this map with all the wood treasures. And then Sam, yeah, typical. Maybe 5 Ulans is a bit A standard, but everything else is just normal.
And Sam still needs to build his TP, so getting your Explorer runaway is annoying for him.
And here come the doggos. So. Well, the zoom feature is really nice when you go all the way out.
Yeah, I like it. I've played with it like a little bit, but playing it's a little bit awkward. But it's nice. It's nice for casting.
Good job there by Sam mewing the dogs with the Vil. See, it's the little things with these guys, you know, stuff like that. You just don't see on every game.
Kaiser's aware, like, just send everything to the TP in the night. Yeah, he's forced to use a settler wagon, and that's quite a bit of rest that you're wasting by not having this guy get her.
Yeah.
And Kaiser sees it, so he knows. He knows, okay, I have an advantage in this game. Like, do you imagine when Kaiser sees this, he's like, okay, I've won.
Yeah. That's all the edge he needs, right? Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that Phil, yeah, that's about 54 gold that he didn't mine, okay.
Yeah, right.
That puts me ahead 4 seconds to H3.
Yeah, doing the calculus to determine the increased win probability and stuff. Oh. But yeah, nice little defensive tower there.
Yeah, putting it next to the TP, just going 700, 700. He doesn't have that much XP.
Yeah, I mean, he's been fighting Sam for the last 2 minutes instead of getting treasures, so. And yeah, I don't think the trade route's all that great on this map compared to Mexico. Like, the XP passes are a bit less.
He's probably...
Oh, yeah, see, here's a pull trick to get away from the...
Trying to get away from the Ulans, yeah. So he's also aging 18, which is the same as Sam did, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I think that's the... if you do the 15 Vil age up, you basically age 18. I think it's 19. At least for me, it's been 19 when I tried it.
I wonder if he's going to ship 5 Vils or not. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, there they are. Okay. And what's he aging with?
He's finding
the scout again.
Look at this. That's just an instant turnaround as well with the dogs.
Yeah. What age up is Kaiser going for?
Oh,
so the 4 house again.
So it looks like both these guys display the matchup the exact same way. They just know how it works.
Yeah. And what's Sam actually up to right now?
So Sam is shipping wood. Oh, he's not shipping gold.
Okay.
So he's deciding.
Interesting.
That he's just gonna mine everything. But this will delay him a bit to go.
Yeah, he'll be up later, but.
I wonder what do you think this guy's gonna do? Is he gonna just go for the aggressive agenda, or is he also gonna go for the Spanish gold 1k wood?
Well, I think he hasn't really scouted, so I mean he's making rods right now, which I think is it's kind of like the passive way, right? You're making muskets if you're gonna go like ship 2 Falcons first. You're gonna make like a batch or 2 of muskets in transition. But I think if you go like rods or skirms, you're gonna do the Spanish gold 1k wood stuff.
So this it's a little bit slower, but it's a lot more efficient because he also has placer mines. So the gold mining is a lot faster than wood chopping.
And that second mine for Sam's in a nice spot. It's not like a forward mine; it's in the back there. So.
Yeah, so the extra 700 gold that he's mining, it's not like he's gonna run out of mines because of it.
Right. It's not like his second mine's gonna be exposed either.
This mine is in a great spot.
Yeah.
Like I saw a different game where it was like the mine was here and here or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like look at Kaiser. Where's Kaiser's second mine? Also in a good spot, it appears. But yeah. Maybe they've changed this map recently, but they're Spanish gold first.
End up losing his Vil, I think.
Yeah, nicely done with the rods. And then the Huss.
Yeah, and these huts instantly being split off.
I
think Kaiser's probably angry about game 1, which always makes him play better.
Oh yeah. No, you don't wanna face a pissed off Kaiser, that's for sure.
Well, I have.
Well, you're the worst cut in the game, so.
Oh, and look at this house. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
yeah,
and the
oh! It's the little things! It's the little
Dude,
things!
they're insane. And you know, Sam...
Oh, these guys are playing chess out here.
Sam is kind of rusty in a way, but doesn't appear like that at all. He seems to be just fine.
Yeah, that was really nicely done by him. And he's going with an Ulan shipment first. Interesting.
Oh, that's really interesting. So maybe he's expecting.
So maybe he's hoping. Yeah, or maybe he's expecting Kaiser just to have his pants down, right? Like he's not really massing yet. So, I mean, he's about to be out of hunts, right? So if Sam can kind of push him off his hunt, don't let him.
Yeah, he's on this.
Use it. I mean, Kaiser's shipping 1,000 wood right now, and what's his next shipment going to be? It's not going to be for a minute, right? So.
Yeah, so this is go time for Sam. Like whenever you use the Ulan shipment, it's always go time, and he's muckering towards getting the veterancy.
I mean, the GG shipment is in, so. Oh, don't go back. Go, Sam. Maybe just waiting for the Ulan shipment, but like he's got no follow up right now. I mean, this is the power spike. I mean, he's got a follow up coming, of course, but not for a minute or so.
He hasn't seen this outpost. Like you can sort of see it in the fog of war.
Yeah.
But he's trying to go around it.
Well, Kaiser's actually got a really good number of rods already.
Yeah. He doesn't have anything in queue. He's queuing the veterancy.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably one Sam would want to have a fight, but I just don't know if that mass is going to be enough. And the skirm's nowhere near the rods to poke him down. Yeah, it feels like Kaiser's just going to hold here. And now, like with the 1K wood and Spanish gold, it's military shipment time. And Sam's already burned his, so yeah, Sam has to go back.
Yeah, so
now
this
double
is
racks rod.
Advantage for Kaiser.
Yeah, it's weird Germany being behind in the skirm war. I think they're usually ahead.
It's
and
not a big
they're like
advantage.
scared of the
like,
Z move.
It's just a shipment difference basically. It's not like much.
Yeah, but early Fortress they're usually ahead, right? And Spain wants to get the Z move, melee fight going, and Germany wants to poke at range. But in that fight, I think Sam was getting the better trades at range there.
Yeah, this Explorer might go down.
Or excuse me, Kaiser was. It's a weird spot for the Explorer too.
It's been there.
It's like he's trying to make a second TC or just waiting for Vils to go on the mine.
Oh, he's trying to train dogs. They're not gonna pop.
Yeah, Ulan's too good. Is that Huss and Q?
Yeah.
Interesting. So no Lancers here for Kaiser. He's going Huss.
So he decides to go double barracks stable instead of Sam just going double barracks.
But it's like, how does Kaiser get vet Huss? He's going to have to chop a decent amount to get there.
Yeah, I'm surprised as well.
It's like Lancers are just already...
raid, but there's no Vils here anymore. And the hunting situation, he's needing this hunt, but it should be fine.
Yeah.
Should be no trouble.
Yeah, with Spanish gold and like the gold mine situation's no problem for Spain.
Instantly notices the Ulan.
Oh, and good job splitting up the batch of 3.
Yeah, I would never do that.
Yeah. Well, Sam probably doesn't know that he's training Huss, right? He probably thinks that's still the age up Huss. So cheeky little move there. And now he's shipping Huss and getting vet Huss. So.
Yeah, he's really.
And not many war wagons for Sam's. So.
Yeah, which makes sense. I think you don't want to go heavy war wagons in this matchup.
Yeah. Unless your opponent's going full Huss switch. So. Yeah, I think if I was playing in Spain and they just had 12 Huss, I would be so confused. But yeah, Sam now well ahead in the skirm fight, in the skirm count, but I don't know if it's going to matter.
Yeah, I think guys are just trying to get a Z move together.
Yeah.
Some small raids there, but irrelevant compared.
Oh, there's a batch of war wagons out right now for Sam, and the 3 war wagon shipments, so perfect timing there.
Oh yeah, he seems to
and all of a sudden, this is kind of looking good for Sam. I mean, it just seems like it's only rods for Kaiser right now. I mean, I think he's still ahead, but probably not by as much as.
I guess the idea with the Hussar is that they just fight better against Ulans than Lancers.
Yeah, but rods do so well against Ulans.
All
right, and here's a big Z move. Oh, this seems like it's gonna go well for Spain.
I'm not sure. He's kind of getting fucked a bit.
Yeah.
The skirms are too close though. Like there are a couple skirms just hand attacking. Plenty of war wagons. I'm still not sure.
Yeah.
The Huss all went down, but it's now the rods, and I feel like the skirms need to do more kiting. They just kind of
the skirms are kind of parked.
If he keeps the Ulans alive and he manages to kite all the rods out. I think this skirm control is just the way you want to do it with longbows. Like longbows, you just never want to move them.
Yeah. Well, I think it's still a good fight for Sam. Oh, but here come the two Falcons. Clutch Falk shipment.
Ulan shipment is on the way though.
Yeah, and more war wagons.
If he can manage to kill the rest of these rods, they're in cover mode. I think these skirms, he could have gotten a lot more out of there if he started kiting earlier. And now it's all about whether Kaiser is getting anti-cav on time, and he does have 2 rods in queue, so maybe sell some.
Yeah, but the Falcons are still packed, so
he needs
to finish his batch bad.
Yeah, maybe even buy some food. Yeah, the Falcons are gonna die. There they go. Easy swings.
Whew. Absolutely deleted.
And these skirms are all, like 3 of them are low HP, so the war wagons could just go in maybe.
Yeah, and now Kaiser's off food.
He's shipping Lancers. This is a really close game at the moment.
Yeah.
Here, and they come from the outpost, of course.
But there's no real skirms here for Sam. I mean,
I feel like you should have sent like two or 1 Ulan onto the skirms would have been nice.
Yeah.
But he decides, as long as I kill the cat first, it should be good to go. Minuteman was a good call.
Yeah.
So what is he?
And Sam needs some skirms here. I mean, the outpost was healed by Kaiser nicely down there.
He is out of the big boy shipments, so the Ulan shipments are basically everything except for the mercenaries.
Wow.
Okay, wow.
So Sam 2-0ing the German Spain from both sides, winning both sides.
Yeah. Like he was.
Yeah, I just don't know about the Huss there.
He said my rods got stuck, but it's also just like the area of where you take the fight, right? It's such a narrow gap, and Samwise positioned his army into this little choke.
Yeah, usually what you want to do is get the rods on the anti-cav and chase it away, and then just have lancers on skirms melting them. But yeah, I mean that just seemed like
this
no real micro from either of them, just a giant Z move, and it kind of went in Sam's favor.
I think Sam was actively controlling the Ulans and the war wagons, but the skirms they were just stationary.
Yeah,
like just shoot whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure there was splits going on, but you couldn't really tell. But yeah, no, nicely done by him. I mean that one big fight against Spain is always really.
But that fight, it was
really hard.
It was incredibly close. It felt like it could have gone either way. And then when the Falcons came out, it looked like Kaiser he cleaned up all the skirms. But then Sam had that one more big Ulan shipment that decided the game. Because I kind of feel like if Spain doesn't win there, if Germany doesn't win there, I feel like they lose.
Yeah.
Because Spain kind of just, like with Spanish gold and stuff, they usually start out going, I think.
Yeah. Well, Kaiser was super nice to give the matchup in game 1, and Sam returned the favor, but actually taking the dub. So it's 2-0 for CMC.
Yeah, but
and I think the score for the week now is what, 13-9 CMC. I think it was 11-9 coming into this series, right?
Yeah, they had a great week.
I mean, I think that means that they've won the week now. So anything else is just icing on the cake.
Oh, here comes the Dutch mirror.
Ah, okay. So it wasn't a Brit mirror; it's a Dutch mirror. So
Samwise has.
You should lose this fight so hard, says Kaiser.
So Samwise is one of the players that has mastered the art of getting Kaiser to type.
Yeah, when he's typing, he's tilted.
Yeah.
So
like Heza has had it as his description for a while. Like he can beat him, but I can't manage to get him to type or something.
Yeah. Oh, you had him really going, I think. In
Oh
a
yeah, I
series.
feel like that's one of the angriest I've seen. I've seen him because losing against Sam is respectable, but losing against someone like me, that's
it's unexcusable for
that's
a player of Kaiser standards.
Yeah, that's no joke. So they don't see the pawn just yet. Samwise actually saw the pawn, but deciding not to go for the llamas. This is a little bit of a gamble. Who's gonna get them?
Oh wow! And Kaiser actually going to the same pond and picking up the treasure there.
Yeah, and also getting the 4 llamas on this side, and he's gonna get 6 llamas, and he has also treasure advantage.
Yeah. So great start for Kaiser here.
So angry Kaiser ahead at the moment.
So I think the Dutch mirror, it's where like the early H2 edge is about who gets that bank up first, and if you get the coin treasure, your Vil stop chopping coin. Oh, another llama. No, Sam steals one, so now it's 3-5.
Yeah.
Kaiser typing again, so the anger just
it's just
ramping up,
flowing through. Yeah. Oh no! Oh, never mind. No, it's still Kaiser.
Yeah.
I was confused for a second.
But yeah, I think in this matchup, you want to get your bank up as soon as possible, right, in transition. And so the sooner you get the coin to queue the 12th Vil, the sooner you get on food and wood.
And it looks like Kaiser has been watching some of Harrison's videos, and he's gonna try to go for an 11 Vil edge 14, I mean.
Yeah. Nice.
Or,
yeah, I mean, oh no, he's getting the treasure.
Yeah, he just pounced on the treasure. Poor Harrison.
But he's going to be well ahead. I mean, he's only going to have to mine, probably like 130 coin compared to Sam mining probably the full 300.
Yeah. He does put the Vil he does put the Vil in queue.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's quite a bit ahead in food. He's like 130 foot ahead, and then also ahead in llamas. Sam getting XP though.
I mean, the XP is great, but I think you're basically constantly shipping shipments as Dutch already once you hit H2 because you keep making banks.
I feel like of all the civs, Dutch is probably the worst one to get XP treasures.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like that only affects basically your 4th card, right? Because you age up and you always send 700 wood because you've made your bank in transition, and then you get the XP for the bank wagon with that bank, and then it's like your 4th card, the one after that, like the 600 wood or 8 pikes or whatever. That's the one that the 100 XP treasure actually speeds up.
So I feel like in a mirror can be nice sometimes to have it on Fog of War because the units can be a little confusing.
Yeah.
So maybe I will leave it on Fog of War.
What is this 70 wood? What is this treasure?
It's 70 wood, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's huge. Oh, Sam coming for the contention. Just the second late. Yeah. So Kaiser's already got the res for the bank here. Yeah, and look at Sam. He's probably nowhere near it.
No, it's going to take him quite a while still. And especially in the Dutch mirror, these leads can be quite significant.
Yeah.
So I wonder if, do you think either of these players is going to put 100 skirms and 2 goals in the corner of the map?
I think it might happen. I think we've seen a couple Dutch mirrors in the CPL, and I think I saw that in one of the games. But no, I don't think, because Samwise is the one who's kind of changed the meta to the 3 racks full skirm stuff, right?
Oh, is it?
I think that build is the Samwise build. I mean, he's got the French Samwise build, but I think the Dutch mirror, the Samwise build is full racks, full skirm.
For me, the full racks full skirm, it just kind of happened to develop when I was playing Soldier and Quick Search a lot, and we were playing Dutch mirrors, and then for me, like I just started doing it because I just felt like, well, Reuters are useless. But this is like a couple months ago. But it could be that Samwise was also already doing it. It was just something that I started doing because it just made sense to me. But
Yeah,
not,
no, like when you have enough skirms, they just one bang hussers anyway, right? So,
yeah, and doing a huss switch is pretty hard.
yeah. It always seems to be losing in the Dutch mirror. You just want to have the skirm goon edge.
I feel like whenever you do the huss switch, like getting the veterancy is so expensive, and then you want to get like a batch of 5 and ship 5, but the skirms, they
Yeah.
are triple carded and they just one shot the house while running away. I feel like
Well,
there's
it's also like the cost, right? Like skirms and Reuter are both gold heavy, and you have 5 banks, so it's just and meanwhile Huss are food heavy, so it's just so much easier to macro with Dutch for skirms and Reuter.
yeah. So this probably just ends up being a stable and a third bank and a market and a
Yeah.
house. This is all standard stuff, and Samwise just being that little bit behind.
Yeah, I think the base building from these two is a bit weird. Usually you want to have like a little bank wall up front, and Samwise has like it's not really a wall, and Kaiser's got it really spread out.
I think in a Dutch mirror, it's less relevant.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, if someone pushes you with Huss, you want to have like a bit of a wall, so if you can always pop like 8 pikes or something on him.
Oh, he's getting
if you're trying to age up.
That's curious.
Yeah, it's usually not something you see in H2. But he's chopping wood, but he's also shipping wood. It's like, what are you chopping for, Kaiser?
Well, he's chopping for hunting dogs, most likely. That's what you're usually chopping for.
Okay.
But then, like, I imagine he gets off wood when he has 50.
Yeah.
But considering that he's going gangsol, maybe he's gonna.
Well, he just bought 100 wood too.
Yeah, that's usually what I do. And then you go a house, and
Yeah,
then you have enough wood
exactly.
for hunting dogs.
For hunting dogs, and then you're off.
But so getting the gangsols is a little bit strange. But yeah, he can get the hunting dogs now if he wants. I imagine he will.
Yeah.
And then I usually just end up putting another house in queue just in case you want to.
Yeah, I think
Get the second
right. I think it's weird. Do you go with just the 5, or do you go with like a second batch or not?
I think it usually I just put it in queue, and it kind of depends how the game, like how the fight goes, whether you want to continue it or not.
It looks like they're gonna run right into each other here. But it's like Kaiser had the tempo edge, and he got the 5 Huss out sooner, but it doesn't really matter because
it doesn't matter if you meet here or here. Like
yeah. It's like it's almost better for Sam that like he got his 5 Huss out later because.
I was confused by the names. I was saying it the wrong way around, I think. But because no, never mind.
Yeah. So Sam just getting hunting dogs now. He looks like he might get a second batch.
And he has to decide. Yeah, he does go for the second batch.
So he knows Kaiser has Huss, and this might actually be a good fight for him.
No, I think he's
always going to pick up the Explorer.
Yeah, he only has the snare on the Explorer. And this is a batch.
And Kaiser only got a batch of 3, so
one more Huss out for Sam. But Sam doesn't know.
Pikes and Q for Kaiser. Interesting.
Samwise doesn't know how many Huss Kaiser has made, but the other way around, Kaiser does know how many Huss Sam has made. So he decides not to put a Huss in queue here. I would personally, I would do that. And you can
that's Sam. Kaiser's got one in queue, but Sam doesn't.
Oh, right, yeah. It's hard to not mix up.
Yeah.
And this gang
but this is where
still a little strange, but it's.
The pike shipment coming in. Oh, but he's getting out.
I think he canceled it.
Oh, he canceled it. Yeah.
He is finishing the batch, or no? He also cancels the batch.
Yeah.
So in the end, I think Kaiser made one less Huss, and he also had more treasures. So he's now clicking up, and I imagine Sam. Oh, he's also already.
But Sam ships 700 food. So I think there's a big edge for Kaiser because they're aging at the same time, but Kaiser didn't spend 700 food.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they both have 5 banks, right?
Yeah, just standard stuff. No steel turns for Sam, and I think Kaiser does have it. Yeah.
Yeah, wow. So Kaiser seems like he's well ahead here.
Yeah, he's not that extreme, but he is ahead for sure. Yeah. Like
he's got a shipment and he's got steel traps, right?
Yeah,
so I think it's a decent edge.
Exactly.
Considering there was no fighting in H2, that's he's got one less Huss, but for no fighting, that's about as far ahead as you can get.
Oh, is he gonna finish this batch?
Yeah, I think he might do. Something you can do in the Dutch mirror is just go crazy on like you couldn't even ship like 5 Huss and Cav Combat or something, but no, it looks like he's just going standard 1K wood.
Well, he does finish the batch, so I'm sure he's gonna look to go veteran Huss. And
yeah, with 12, you definitely want to.
And like
and Sam doing the same.
For noobs like us, we usually just end up in a skirm war, but these guys looks like they're going for 3
Well, the Huss
unit
always feel awkward, right? Once you get to age 3, because you have to upgrade them, and you know, like for the first, usually there's like 10 or so Reuters out that can one shot a Huss.
It kind of
like
depends
pretty early in H3.
Usually in H2 you just trade up all the Huss with each other, and then
then
you
have like 2 or 3 left over.
Yeah,
you can just send them in for a raid or something. Yeah,
exactly.
Noobs like us, they seem pretty useless once you get to 3, but for these guys, it's probably
well, there's another player who always, like, for me, if I would Huss switch, I would lose. But the other player that could always pull off a Huss switch was Lord Raphael.
Yeah, exactly.
Somehow he always managed to make a Huss switch work. So I guess like the very top players can make it work. But yeah.
So like, second rack's going up for Kaiser. And is Sam? Oh, we got 1K. So they also have 1K wood. But now Kaiser's going 8 skirms since getting vet Huss. And Sam? What's Sam up to?
So he's not able to ship the skirms because he has shipped the food.
And he's floating a bit of wood. There's a second rack, okay.
It's quite forward.
But I think it's a definite lead in the skirm war early on for Kaiser. So if he goes and pushes now, a second rack or stable too for Sam.
Oh, I don't.
So really going heavy on the I don't.
I feel like your eco can support. Your eco can use it to support 3 buildings, not 4.
And you're gonna be housed so quick if you're training from 4 buildings.
Yeah, and now you have to chop wood because you like this. I rather just use this on 2 houses usually. Still, that llama advantage is also something to note. Like small details that can end up mattering sometimes.
Kaiser going. Oh, he gets the 5 batch order out there, so nicely done. But he's got the skirm edge now. I think skirm infantry combat's next on the or maybe cav combat with this many costs. I don't know.
I think I would still go skirm combat regardless. I think.
And you see with Kaiser with
and now he's gonna look to eat the llamas. So he's macroing towards putting a lot of vills on gold, and then just eat the llamas to support your food. And I'm expecting to see skirm combat here. And we do.
Yep, there it is.
Samwise is going to be behind on skirm combat because he's only now shipping these skirms, and he's like 25% towards his next shipment.
That 700 food shipment continuing to haunt Samwise.
Yeah,
he's just always one card behind here.
Yep.
And if you notice, Kaiser's got the 2 more pop space, right? Or the two more houses down, so 20 more pop space.
Yeah, because he did.
So he's at 113, 114. Yeah,
second stable. I think a second stable was a mistake.
And look, Sam's getting a batch of what? Like, well, I guess you could get 7 Huss out, but are those 2 Huss worth the 200 wood right now? I don't know. We'll see.
But I mean, it's still close enough that it just comes down to fighting, probably. But the skirm combat is that's the really main part. That's the advantage here.
Exactly.
Because
and now Sam's kind of got to right click and commit, but he's got not many goons for Kaiser. Well, not many goons for Sam either. But yeah,
the skirm war, you're just gonna lose it because he's already outnumbered, and then he's outnumbered by a lot actually, by 15. And then there's also infantry combat in there as well.
Yeah. So there's a raid going on up on the left there from Sam.
Yeah, looks like I think this is the only Ville that went down.
Yeah, it's the only real damage the Huss have done. I think they've just been looking at each other funny.
He's also raiding with 1 Huss.
Jeez,
these guys are just mirroring.
Yeah, they're just bots doing bot things against one another. Oh, but there hasn't been that much fighting in this game, right? And you can see Kaiser's a little bit ahead in score, but that doesn't factor in infantry combat. So really, he's a decent amount ahead.
Sam going for cav combat, so he realizes I'm behind in the skirm war. I'm just gonna have to slam the shit in. And I think he's gonna try to get as big a batch as possible out from the double stable.
What's Kaiser shipping right now? Because he's making a lot of Reuter all of a sudden.
He's also going.
So he's also shipping Cav Combat. But I think he saw the big Cav mass from Sam, and he's
Sam
making.
should not try and poke.
Reuter.
Like the skirm wars are hopeless. You have to wait to get a big slam.
But Kai's doing a good job, like making more Reuter.
This is go time for composition. Sam. This is it. You cannot win the skirm war, so you have to fully commit. And here he goes.
Oh, what are you doing? And there you go.
I'm sure he's going in. He has to.
Yeah. That Explorer in a good spot for Kai, but no, he's not. He's just got to go for it.
I think you have to. Like, there's no other option.
And that Explorer just tanking damage, getting a couple volleys or two for free
snaring the Husk for a little bit, and Kais has the range advantage of just trying to kite out of it.
Yeah, and the Reuter's back on the back line, doing a lot of damage on the Husk. He's got more Reuters, so the Samwise Husk just kind of melted there.
Yeah, Kais is gonna crush this.
And if all the Husks are gone, it's just a slaughter in the skirm war. So
yeah.
And Sam's even out of anti-cav. So.
Well, this is like a typical Dutch mirror, right? Like you get this small advantage. He got better treasures, he got the llamas, and then the huge advantage that happened in this game was that he didn't ship food or gold.
Right.
And Sam shipped food, and that food shipment just haunted him for the rest of the game.
They were basically on the same shipment, except Kaiser had infantry combat in. So then he was getting better skirm trades, and then just didn't have to make as many Husks and could make more goons and skirms, and they just traded pretty well. So.
And it felt like Sam was so committed to the Husks, and then like 10 seconds later they're gone. Like they just disappear.
He did a little dance or two, and Kaiser got a couple extra shots on him, and
and Kaiser also
well
knows,
played by Kaiser.
He knows how to keep at range. He's not randomly gonna have all his skirm die to us. So well played to Kaiser.
Yeah, I think it's 13-10 now for CMC against the Blockhouse Boomers.
Yeah, this is the final match of week 1.
Yeah,
like I think all our matches have been streamed.
I think the Mido one was the last one. So the Bigs beat the Duck Squad 14-11, despite going down 0-2 in 3 series. We were able to win the week, which is pretty nice. Me, you, and Mini Malt, the trio of idiots all went down 0-2, but we all brought it back to some degree. Oh, what is Samwise doing? Come on, what is this?
Oh, I didn't see it yet. Is he playing a cheat Civ?
Civ pick.
Whoa.
The pick Civ. Like, what is this? Like, the people want a French mirror, right? You know?
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Imagine Kaiser Samwise and
that Explorer. It looked like it was stuck. Yeah. If it was an old patch, it was probably stuck.
Yeah.
So
but interesting to see the
and this
India come out.
This TP is not going to be on time.
No, not at all.
Like I know,
and now it's just a forward exposed TP.
Yeah, and this is like it really sucks to miss the first pass because it also delays your.
Like he could easily get it in base, right?
Yeah, I think on this map you usually can get it on this one, so that's why he also went for it. But for some reason, maybe it was just a bit too late or something, or maybe the walking time was like awkward.
Or it's like there's probably different spawns on this map. I feel like I don't know. Maybe like in a practice game or two, he was getting the pass there, and on this spawn it just didn't work.
I practiced this map a bit, and I know that this pass basically almost always works. So
interesting. But yeah, I mean, it's only like what, a 10-second quicker pass, or maybe 15-second. I don't know. Probably like something like 10. But it's like now you have an exposed TP against India. You know, what does India like to do? Is make sepoys, and what are sepoys good at? Burning down your trade posts. So seems like a bit of a risk by Kaiser, and I don't think that one's going to pay off for him. But we'll see.
I wonder how Sam is going to play this. I feel like India still want to decide how they want to play the game.
Actually, check. Is Kaiser going to get hunting dogs here? Or is he going to go for like a 12-10? Oh, he's going for a 12-10. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think with the sheep on this map, you can get the 12-10 in on time. But also with the free market, you know, it's nice to use that. And French
he's
is pretty
going to
good
drop the house. He was just waiting on the trigger. I was already confused because like the 1210 was going to be too much idle time.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not eating his sheeps either. But I think he got 2 wood treasures, right? Like 75 wood from the gators and then 35 in base. So
yeah, so he's
basically,
got decent treasures. He just only
yeah,
missed the XP pass.
yeah.
Oh, and he's
Oh, and he crack
gonna.
shot to that.
I like the fact that he
Yeah,
crack shot the blow gunner, not the pirate.
yeah,
Because India can never just randomly kill the pirate. This
yeah.
is
Too
probably
much
a. Oh, this
HP.
is 90 coin. Okay. Probably gonna bring over the
Yeah, that's
monk
smart
to
by
try and
Kaiser.
pull trick. And he's idling a bit to H13, so not going for
Yeah,
14. I imagine this monk is gonna come over and pull trick his mate out of there.
yeah. Let's see what's Samwise. What's his eco looking like? Has he gotten any market decks? Yeah, here's the pull trick. Quick on a Vil.
No mark attacks.
Okay, no.
And
So neither of them using the market here in H1.
The scout attempting to block, but not working.
Yeah.
And the aggro is
Instantly
just
finds the aggro.
slightly forward. Nothing too crazy. Can pick up this 80 food, and now Kaiser got the 80 wood. And I think he's not gonna pick up this coin knowing that Sam is also aware that it's there.
Yeah, I think you just crack shot the 80 wood and you're happy with that. I mean, 180 wood or even 190, I think, in treasures H1 is great for Germany.
I think as India, you
Or
can
France.
consider sending your 2 sepoys here and trying to get the 100 foot and 90 coin.
Yeah. Oh, does he know about the trade post? Yeah, he does. So, that's also a nice little target there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I think,
I would
yeah.
still just the first 2 sepoy you can go for the treasures, and then
Yeah.
after that you
Yeah.
can go for the TP.
Well, what would you do here as either Civ? Because I don't really play India, but I played this from the French side a couple times, and I think you kind of want to go with like a musket semi, kind of play it defensively. And wait, is that a second blue dot by the water for Kaiser?
Yeah, you're right.
What in the world is this?
Can we get an IP
Is
check?
Kaiserklein playing the new AoE 3? Oh my gosh! I actually really like this start though. I think.
And he's done this
I know
before.
Migo used to do this. Yeah.
I think when Ace went water against Mini, I think it was. He also put the dog like so like unnoticeable, or maybe did Kaiser
Yeah.
go for a dog against you? Soldier.
Oh, in the China game against Hoods, yeah, there was just like a sneaky dock that I
Yeah,
just
like,
never scouted.
and especially when it's a shift that you don't expect it, it's great that you just put it somewhere
Yeah.
that's not going to be scouted. Like if you put it here, it's way more likely to get spotted.
Yeah, I remember playing against Migo last EPL and like in practice games, and he would just always do a sneaky dock with French.
But it's not like he's put 2 Vels or deck in deck or anything at
Yeah.
all. Like
Oh, he's got the industrial, so I think it's gonna be like a musket FI at a Kaiser. Look at the deck name 1v1 Indus.
oh yeah,
So
okay. Picking up
but yeah,
over 20
Sam,
coin.
what's Sam up to?
He's training some sepoys.
Yeah.
So I think you're right. It's
So like
just going to be
yeah,
this trading post is this
yeah,
became a target.
yeah.
Target.
It's just begging to be sieged down, right? So
Going 700 wood first.
yeah.
I think ever since it's been changed from 600 to 700, it's just such a good shipment in general.
Yeah, it's almost a half to send with India.
Yeah, it's not like it's neither an aggressive or passive shipment. It's just
Yeah.
it's just a great one.
Well, it's such a great value, right? It's like 600 wood versus 4 logging was kind of close, but the extra 100 wood really puts it over the edge.
So this is like
And Kaiser's, yeah.
The trickle is like 2.5.
That's like 4 Vils, right? More or less.
Yeah,
I
but
think.
I mean 2.5 a second, so that's like
Yeah.
like 140 a minute.
Well, yeah.
So it takes like 5 minutes to catch up to a 700 wood shipment.
And Kaiser's in an awkward spot here because he has to make muskets to try to defend this trade post, but obviously 5 Gurkha just, shut down the muskets.
He's also shipping export, so maybe.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's gonna go Brit. Like I imagine it's just gonna be auto.
Yeah, I don't think Brit, like, the extra HP doesn't really matter in the Musk War, and
Well,
especially if he's training
it's
Gurkhas.
not just the HP; it's also the musks.
Yeah, but 6 extra musks aren't really going to help. I think he's just going to make this batch of Gurkha, and Kaiser's muskets are useless, and he can just finish sieging this down. And yeah, there he goes, Otto. Like the 4 Vils will actually help him. And again, picking up a treasure, so really not. Oh, and picking up the Nat Scout there.
No, it's a Tomahawk.
Oh, he killed Kaiser's Nat Scout.
Oh, okay, I didn't see that. Yeah, that's always nice to
Yeah,
pick up. Yeah, so now there's some Gurkha, and that means that the musks have
yeah,
to leave. And he meant for another batch of musks, so no expos.
yeah.
And I
So is
think
Kaiser shipping the coin? Yeah, I just shipped the coin there.
he did
So
prepare
he's probably looking
the
aged.
he did prepare the TP, but I think you have to sack it as soon as you see Gurkhas out on the field.
Yeah, yeah,
But this is nice though. He's trying to split things off. And these Gurkha could end up snared.
yeah. Wow.
Oh, these musks are just some. Nah, it's still working for him. This is a great
Well, now
trade
the
for
Sepoys might get snared too.
great
Yeah,
trade for Kaiser. Yeah, and this you can really see the value of an explorer in the fight.
yeah. Like the Gurkhas would have been able to kite forever, but with the Explorer snare, they all die.
This is really big for Kaiser.
Yeah, and now Sam's got to make 5 more Gurkhas.
So Sam
This could have been
already made
5
a
more Sepoys.
stable, but he's not using it.
Yeah, he queued a sour and then canceled it. Meanwhile, what's Kaiser up to? Is he aging, right? Is he
Oh, he's making a Zam.
interesting? So maybe expecting Kaiser stage
Yeah,
too, but no, he's
Kaiser's
just pumping muskets
about
and
to age, and this is already
going
7
3.
boats, by the way.
Yeah, this is the IP check. Who is this? This can't be the real Kaiserklein.
Kaiser's in a commanding lead because he got such great value. He's got some
Yeah,
extra eco here.
yeah. I was kind of hating on that trade post, but it might not have been in the greatest spot, but it really
It's been
worked
a
out
bait.
for him.
Yeah, it's been a
Yeah,
bait.
it was some of the baitiest bait that's ever been baited.
I think
And yeah, now we just
maybe
gotta sit in base, and he could even go two Falcons first, I think, because there's no way Sam's gonna be close to aging.
maybe he treats this matchup as somewhat similar against Brit, where you're just going like you're trying to get guard Musk and
Yeah,
guard Musk with 2 heavies. But
yeah, it's another matchup where the other Civ kind of struggles with the 2 Falcon shipment if you fast age, but they have a better unit comp in H2 and stuff.
but despite this deck being called industrial, like he has options,
Yeah,
but I mean the Fortress 8 is still stacked, so it's not like he's forced to go industrial.
yeah,
And he's just shipping the Falcons here, and what's Sam gonna do against that in H2? He's actually staying H2 as well.
yeah. I mean, at this point, it just musket Falc is gonna destroy anything Sam does.
Yeah,
And
but
poking with the Gurkhas is nice, but CDBs are good at not dying to
I think
little pokes
this
like this.
like he's gonna try to have 9 Soars with 3 Hus, so 12 Cav units, and he wants to overwhelm the Falcons. But
Yeah,
I imagine Guys is gonna be able to defend them with the Musks.
yeah, and he's got the vet tech in, so now it's just go and
Yeah, and he's shipping
push the
Curse,
aggro time. Yeah,
continuing to train Musks. 9 fishing boats.
see, that's like the perfect number, I think, because it's enough to
He
swing.
sees
Because
the
India
Hus,
usually
so
has the better
he
eco, right?
knows the situation.
Yeah, but India usually has the better eco, as you can tell. Like it's what 37 to 35, but you recalibrate for CDBs, and Kaiser's probably ahead. So he just made just enough fishing boats to
And
swing
look
the
at
eco
this,
advantage
such a
in
good
his
block with the
favor.
Musks. And
Yeah,
these Cav are desperate to connect, but they're struggling. Oh, he's kind of leaving his left side hanging.
but I think it's still okay, right? He's going to lose the.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you don't want to lose the Fox, but it's
Yeah,
still perfectly fine. You just have
yeah,
such a superior army now.
yeah. And now with the curse coming in, you can even drop a stable, go Musker, or you could even ship the 1K coin and go 4 now. And Sam losing the Zams right when the Curs are on the field. So
This feels
but yeah, it looks like
worse.
Skirm Cur now. Yeah, I mean Kaiser's up in eco, he's up in army, he's up in age.
Yeah, being
You know,
forced to ship 5 sepoys.
and with that relatively defensive aggro, it's not even like Sam has the map. Oh, and that's painful little curse swing there. Who knows? Even the alligators might get out of the action here
I
if the
think
aggro shoots them.
Kaiser's making cures, but I feel like you can just go full infantry as well.
Yeah.
And continuing to make fishing boats. And, you know, would you ever think of scouting this place against Kaiserklein?
Nah. Skirm Goonbot, you know, he doesn't make docks.
Yeah, it feels extremely over. Even getting, what do you call this? Amalgamation?
Amalgamation, yeah. If he gets what is it, gill nets, then we really gotta call the admins and get a Smurf check going. She starts getting fish. Oh, look in Q. There it is.
There it is.
Alright, this isn't Kaiser. I don't know who this is.
Well, he was down 0-2 and he was like, alright, let's sub in, I don't know, sub in Kanisi or something. No, this is not Kanisi either, so. Who could this be? Be Fisher?
I don't know. I know who it's not, and it's not Kaiserklein. This is kind of a Mido thing, maybe. He was playing around with some Age 1 French, you know, the French version of B. Fisher at some point. But
I think it's Carb.
yeah. Well, there's not 4 doc, there's only 1. It's like Carp and Kaiser had a weird love child, and this is the end result. It's like a 1 doc booming French player.
Yeah.
But Sam, yeah, really going heavy on camels now. But I mean, there's no way he can age, right?
Yeah, he's just out of options. Like, he doesn't want to do this, but he's forced.
Yeah, like shipping 5 seapoys just feels bad at this late.
A little bit of a break in the action.
Yeah, I mean, Kaiser's got no reason to push, and Sam's basically hoping for
a miracle fight. Yeah,
a miracle by Kaiser just to walk out of position, and he gets a miracle fight. So Kaiser's starting to stack upgrades. He's got a bunch of Musk and Skirms, so infantry attack actually becomes a really good card here. Dude, this Vil has just been gathering, and it's been. I don't know how many times. Oh, that finally dies.
yeah, well,
but he's just minding his business.
This is not a trade you want to take.
Yeah, Sours suck balls against everything. It's not infantry.
None of them are gonna die.
Yeah, Sours against Curries. It's Oh,
this is my dog.
Who is this? Who is this?
Oh, and another batch going down.
So the Sours are basically gone now. And look at the military pop. I mean, Kaiser's up 20 military pop. He's up in
H3 units as well.
Yeah, it's
super over.
But he's not. He's not going for the GG right quick yet. He's kind of letting Sam.
For me,
he's won, right? But he's really playing it safe. I think it's smart to do that when you're down 2-1. Just make sure you don't walk in like your Skirm's on top of the aggro and then the Mahout pops out or something.
Yeah, the H2 Mahout.
Yeah, Sam. Well, I mean, he could be aging up, right? Yeah, obviously now he sees all the Sours and stuff, and he knows he's not aging. But
he decided not to train any goons. But I mean, I guess he feels like he has stacked Musk, so might as well keep making Musk. Well, the Sours are just disappearing like they usually do.
Yeah.
It's like
but the Kerr's not being the most effective here with all the Zams, but
and the trees.
I think now Kaiser's going to start making goons, and then the Skirm goons just going to win.
Yeah, I think Sours could be great magicians. They always end up disappearing.
Yeah,
and just this annoying 1 cure rate going on in the meantime.
Right.
Oh, just barely.
Seeing 1 Huss raids, 1 Kerr raids, 7 Sour raids.
Look at this fishing going. 13.
And Sam still has no idea. There's skill
long lines.
Long lines, yeah. Oh boy.
Oh man.
And here comes the goon switch too. So yeah, I mean Kaiser really feeling himself.
I think in the next week it's gonna be. Who's gonna play next week? Noosh. Right?
Noosh, yeah.
So
just wait for the ports to come out for Kaiser.
No, I think like one of these cards will be swapped out for rendering planet. Like he's just slowly gonna go one step further, you know. Like next thing is gonna be one card.
Yeah.
Then the week after it's gonna be 2 cards, like rendering planet and fish market, and eventually he will play ports.
Yeah. Just slowly evolving into it.
Yeah. I'm like somewhat tempted to fast forward this game. Just feels extremely over to me. Like, how does India ever win in H2? Like, he's shipping.
Yeah, I mean, he's shipping these
cards. Yeah. Like...
well, half his army is what, like Gurgazam, right? And
I think he has the 5 Sheepoi, and now he's making them.
Yeah.
What is it? 20. It's 15% more melee damage.
Well, it's also for the sours, right? But
there we go.
I mean, just trading away the Cav combat careers. But yeah, I mean, the sour is just dying a little too quick. Yeah. And the Z move Sepoy ball, it has all the anti-cav in the front, so you don't want to group your muskets and skirms together anymore, especially when you're fighting skirms, because you just have muskets in the front.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I did not know that card gave attack to the sour.
Well, it's all units melee attack,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, no, so... I get it now, but I never realized. Like, it actually went up by 3 attack, I think.
Yeah, so it's actually good if you're making a ton of sours, but like when Gurkhas have higher melee attack, it's like they're no Cassadors, so their melee's not the worst, but it's also not very good. And some great raids going on here by Kaiser, just getting use out of those muskets.
Yeah, he's
obviously in like a Skirm Goon War, they're pretty useless.
Well, the
score just gets bigger and bigger.
The score is still close, but the game isn't close.
Yeah,
this India can never age. Like they're just forced to continuing to even like the fishing boat production. It's a party that never stops.
Well, that's the thing with the sneaky dock play. It's like it's not like ports where there's not enough fish in the sea and you all in 4 minutes. It's like with the sneaky dock play, the fish last. We're at 20 minutes in and there's still plenty to go. So.
And Sam is like he doesn't have 2 caravels in deck. Like why would you put that in deck?
Yeah, you're playing Kaiserklein.
Yeah.
No, it's like a gentleman's agreement not to touch water, and then Kaiser's just being a sneaky little bastard over there.
I think.
I mean, would you expect a single fishing boat? No.
I think Kaiser had enough of giving 2 nice matchups in the first 2 games. Like he gave Germany against Spain twice. It was just too nice of him, and then it was time to be a scumbag and play some water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sometimes you just got to be the worst cut in the game, NGO.
I wonder if people in chat know why you would say that.
Yeah, it's a reference to the Don Hardy Kaiserklein Global Championship Series. There's some.
Yeah, Kaiser called me the worst cunt in the game after that series. It was a great moment.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, beating someone like Kaiserklein, you shouldn't, but when you pull it off, and you get the nice Kaiser flame, it always feels good.
He was so angry.
But yeah, I mean, just look at the way he's playing.
How many times are these swords gonna do their magic trick? And these CDBs being here is actually nice. Because...
Yeah. I mean, every time the CDB gets shot, like it doesn't matter because he's so far ahead in eco. But,
yeah, it's funny. I like how like imagine being this guy. Like you're just, I don't give a shit what's happening around me. I'm just gonna mine.
The guy next to you just gets nuked by 40 sepoys, and you're like, oh, I gotta get some coin here. Yeah. And now the Zam mass is kind of dwindling. The Skirm mass is kind of, or the musket mass is kind of dwindling. So I think a cure switch is.
And I mean, losing all these vills, I mean, it could be a problem if you're not on water. But considering he has the water eco to back it up, it should be fine.
Yeah.
He's a little bit out of position here. This is the next batch of pills. You guys are up.
And the Magic Men continuing to just amaze us with their their disappearing act.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, there's just no anti-cav, and it's if Kaiser just puts the 5 cures in queue, which he can afford with the water eco.
Oh, here we go again.
This is Mito. There's no way it's not. You can't tell me this is.
Oh, but this small opening.
Mida would have closed that. Mida would have just put a market down or something to really.
No, like 6 markets.
Really.
Yeah. And now he's getting fucked by his own wall.
All going through that same gap. Oh man. Hey, yeah, look at the military edge. He's doubled up Sam. He's with the recalculated eco. It's probably tied.
Let's see another.
The magicians, yeah.
The magician. We should start calling them that. You know, it's a good name.
Yeah, the magicians. Like, they either make skirms.
Still ahead in eco, by the way. Like, he's still outgathered.
Yeah, but he was trading magicians. So
I wonder when Sam resigned this game. Do you think if he would have a look at the map and then he sees this, do you think he would be shocked? Like, I would probably never have realized during the game that it's going on. Do you think he realized?
Well, when I played Soldier in my game, like I was watching the cast, like Robot was casting me versus Soldier, like the game on Manchuria, and I was like, wow, there's a dock. So even after the game, I never realized that Soldier got the sneaky dock.
Exactly, yeah.
It was like after, like I probably just like was looking at the, wow, he gathered a lot, and then you leave. You don't even look at the water post game because it's like like why look at it? It's just gonna be fishing whales out there, right? There's no like Kaiser has 13 boats with long lines. No shot.
16, yeah, crazy. But yeah, basically, this early trade that happened here was like game deciding. Basically, like he had that Explorer snare, and I've been saying that on my cast more often that the Explorer can be so insane in H2 fights. If you manage to get the correct snare at the right time, it's so insane. And then he had the little musks coming from both sides doing the sandwich.
Right.
Yeah.
And the whatchamacallit, like the when there's like that few units, right? And like the Gurkha don't want to be shooting the snare, right? They want to be shooting the muskets. So it's like the snare never really stops, and next thing you know, muskets are just.
And the funny thing is,
deleting your 5 Gurkhas.
The funny thing is, he get a 37k, and an HOP is like 2.2. But yet, there's never ever a window to actually spend that 2.2k. Like you're instantly gonna notice that you have less army on the field, and kind of get overwhelmed.
Yeah. So I mean, he gathered 36k, but he probably spent 16k on magicians. So.
Yeah.
So really, it was only like 21k. If you.
So guys are trying for the reverse sweep here.
Yeah, I think he's got a pretty good shot at it too. Because
he probably paid attention to my series.
Yeah. Well, he picks first here, right?
Oh, he's going Russia. Okay.
Yeah, so he picked Russia, and Sam counters with France. Actually, I think this is good for Sam.
I'm surprised that he goes Russia here. Like there's a Civ reset, so he's not forced to go it. He could go.
You know what Civ's pretty good on this map is Spain, I think. But yeah, Kaiser probably a little bit too much PTSD from the Spanish games to start the series.
I think he could have just picked French, right?
Yeah. Oh no, he just played French.
Oh right, game. So he just played French.
So the one Civ he couldn't play is.
And then he feels like if he goes Germany, he's gonna get counterpicked by Spain again.
Yeah, and then vice versa. If he goes Spain, then he gets counterpicked by Germany again. Yeah. So he can't play either of those, and like those are like the main Civs that we expected out of him, right? France, Germany, and Spain.
Yeah, it's so funny how it's a counterpick both ways.
But honestly, I think Russia's fine on this map. I mean, it's lowish hunt. I mean, your second and third hunt are kind of far. It's hard to get them right under the TC. There's a couple chokes with the weird cliffs in the middle. So I think there's a good blockhouse position available on this map. Can even stagecoach and.
So a couple questions from the chat. It's the Civ picking rules. It's the Civ. There's a Civ reset after 3 games. So if you go into game 4, then you can pick all Civs again. So you can play any Civ just once in the first 3 games, but once you make it to game 4, they get all available again.
Yeah. So it's not you can only win with a Civ once. It's like you can only play a Civ once in game 1, 2, 3, and then you full reset, and then you can only play a Civ once in games 4 and 5. So win or lose, like you can only play a Civ twice.
Oh, I just see that Sam wrote in the chat that they agreed to no Civ resets in their series. So that's the reason that we saw.
Oh, that's lame.
Why is that lame?
I'm kidding. No, because we want to see France. Man, you know, we don't want to see Sam India.
I think that's also why that's why we saw India then,
yeah.
probably.
Yeah, exactly. Because you know Sam would have wanted that French mirror if
I'm surprised. Yeah,
it was available.
there hasn't been a French mirror in this series. That's
yeah,
letting the fans down.
But these two having a little gentleman's cute.
And the what I said about Russia, like Russia is a fine pick. It's just surprising to see it as a first pick.
Yeah, but with the Civ reset, it kind of makes more sense. Because I think Kaiser still. I mean, he'd want another shot at I think with Spain if they didn't have the reset.
Anyway, Sam getting some nice treasures here. He's got 95 wood. He picked up the Buttercup, the Cougar, the one that you always try to pick up in the bar. And then going for this XP treasure, probably.
The name's not Buttercup at the bar, but yeah, I know what you mean. Give me 1 second. I'm scheduling with EZ right now.
Yeah, so the reason that you see the amount of replay files is because it's a play all 5 series. It's not the best of 5. So no matter what happens, they would always play 5 games. So that's why I'm not hiding the amount of games or anything.
Yeah.
Sam is already responding in the chat for us.
Well, it's game 5 anyways, and it's 2-2. And I think the result is 11-13. So I think the CMC squad's up 13-11 going into this game. Obviously, this is the last game of week 1. So the difference between 13-12 and 14-11 is pretty big.
Oh, it would be so great to be 14-11.
Yeah, I mean, I can only imagine being on a team that won week 1, 14-11 would be great. Go Bigs. And yeah, here's the forward blockhouse right
Look
up.
at this, like
yeah,
Buck the Tame Wolf just being there as a pull tracking pod. Oh, this is a 90 wood probably, yeah.
So you got Buttercup and Buck just pull tricking the Explorers.
He's giving
oh
advice.
Man, yeah.
Oh, Sam being a little slow to respond.
Yeah.
There goes our friend. Oh,
no, the Cougar lives. The Cougar lives. I don't know why we're so focused on the Cougar right now. Let's see what Kaiser's about to do.
You're
He's
always
about to hit
focused
up
on the
right?
Cougar. So
yeah,
actually, he has 2 shipments because of the XP treasure and this gives a pretty good TP pass, I guess.
Did he get an XP treasure?
Wait,
sneaky!
How did this happen? They knew about it.
Yeah. Maybe he just didn't know that Kaiser was there. Is Kaiser shipping the Cossack?
Yeah, that's.
Or is he going with like the 700 coin for? Yeah, okay. So he's going with the 5 cost, 5 must start. Just try to idle Sam.
And Sam going for stable. But I'm really surprised that Sam started treasure knowing that Kaiser was in the area. It was a little weird.
Yeah. And Kaiser grabbing a trade post now, which is an interesting adaptation. So maybe he's going to go for a stagecoach play. I think with the forward blockhouse there, he can grab that trade post, the other one on his side, and then even
put one by the going down as well, and the second one probably going down.
Yeah, this is huge for Kaiser.
Yeah, that's a great pickup. Kaiser saying "lol," but even though he's the
one winning. Yeah, shit game.
Wait, so I guess some sort of patting block happened, or
yeah,
I didn't catch it, but I guess Sam got fucked by patting. Because otherwise they wouldn't be typing like this.
Yeah, it's writing love letters to each other.
But it's just funny because it's like, if anyone should type there, it's Sam, right? But it's
right,
Kaiser's the one to type.
Kaiser just beats him to the punch. No gentleman's agreement not to kill the team, though. You gotta love to see that. But yeah, now Iraq's going down for Sam, and 4 Cossacks for Kaiser. So he's the way it steel traps a bit. He's really going for another big timing here early.
He's shipping food.
And Sam, yeah, I think Sam knows he's got to go. He's not going to age. I think he's saying, hey, we got to win this in age 2.
He's not good. Didn't get his great codes, which is also nice for your CDBs to just get them into the fight.
Yeah. He's calling minutes now.
He wants to protect that house. I think Yeah, he decides to
But cancel them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed a bit premature. He needs
he's
his husk
unlucky
patch.
getting his foot on the front. Like he would much rather get the foot in the back.
Yeah. This game seems to be really going Kaiser's way.
Yeah, feels that way. Just the 2 CDBs going down is huge.
Yeah, it's like 2.5 fills. It's basically like it's half a shipment for Sam. And yeah, it's like Russia just outscales, right? So you got to kind of keep that eco edge for as long as possible as France if you want to get up, because you can't really win late H2.
Getting the most important tech in the game, just hopefully just before the market gets down.
Yeah, and he's calling Miniman now, saving the market.
And as French, I really like getting that tech as well, because your CDBs quite often end up fighting,
CDB
especially against Russia. They're such effective units.
Yeah, the Ruskets are so easy to kill, so you can easily get a couple CDBs to shoot at them and back to gathering and then shoot at them.
Yeah, CDB is a way stronger unit than a Rusket.
Yeah, ironically. And the score is looking good for Sam, but it's kind of what French does.
He has called Minutemen, and I don't think they got enough done.
Yeah. But Kaiser only has the 1 blockhouse. I don't think he shipped 700 wood yet.
He's floating a lot of res.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the wood for, he could go stagecoach, he could go second blockhouse, he could do a lot of things. He's going second blockhouse now, but also that one, I don't think it's going to help. The first one, he's got no Strelitz for the musketeer, so the Cossacks are kind of in trouble. I don't know. I feel like Sam responding well. I mean, he had that awful early trade, and so he had to go big in H2.
Felt like Kaiser was a little bit sleeping on the job, having so much rest.
Yeah. I guess he was just ahead and just, felt bad and was nice, instead of giving the French-Germany matchup, he said,
here comes the Strelitz.
I'll take a nap.
They're popping into melee range of the Musk, which is not what you want.
Yeah. But there's still a batch of 1 husk coming in.
Still overall Kaiser is just far ahead. And 30 Strelitz about to be popping.
Yeah, if you look at the scores, I mean, if it's even remotely close, Russia's usually in a great spot.
Yeah, and using the Cossacks, just try and get these guys into melee mode.
And 3 husks coming for Sam.
He probably changed the shipping point. Yeah, there he goes.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Sam needs to go back, get the 3 husks in, and then go with like another 5 husks.
Yeah, he's shipping 3 husks.
Yeah, but I think he needs to finish his husk batch, and then this is go time, because his hunts are about to run out.
But having go time against Russia is never really what you want. Running into blockhouses is never great.
Yeah,
and he's really out on the map with his hunter.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, I don't think he can age up safely at this point.
No, he's forced to stay H2.
Yeah, so he gets the 5 husks and he shipped the 3, so I think this is it.
Stable has been,
because the blockhouses are okay. The blockhouses are far enough apart. There's no boyars in yet. Yeah, Kaiser's shipping eco now. He's used all his military shipments. So
the main reason that France is in a bad spot is just because he lost the 2 CDBs early.
Yeah, and the hunts on this map aren't the greatest either. But nice little raid and counter raid here.
Yeah. I really sometimes like to think that these guys just have like a timer running in the background. It's like, oh, it's 9:45 game time. It's time to send 2 Cossacks.
Yeah. No, that is exactly how these two operate. I think you're right. Oh, and the Vill's going out for a little.
These guys can just get full tricked, and there they go.
Oh.
And now the distance is big enough that he's not going to end up losing a Vil. And these guys also getting full tricked again.
And Sam's got to be careful here.
Yeah,
this is.
And I think Kaiser just had another batch of Coss. Oh, he added it all together. Usually you would see like 2 Cossacks going here.
Yeah.
Trying to get a trap going. So right-clicking in the meantime, and the army is away. So
if he can get these Huss home safe, I mean, I think it's great for Sam.
Well, he realizes that everything is now going to go to the fight, so he sends them back forward.
Yeah.
not going to get
Yeah, really well played by these two, but he's got to be. I mean, Boyar's coming in.
At least one blockhouse.
Yeah, I think now you just pull back if you're Sam, and you got to bring the Huss home.
Bring them home, boys. And now the Cossacks are going back to the try and raid.
11:15, time to send another raid.
But he might get both of the blockhouses. He's not going to commit to it.
Yeah.
If he knew that the Musk were here, then he could commit. Yeah, he's committing. He's got 3 Huss here. I think you should just fight with the CDBs.
I think there's Cav HP in there.
This is not a fight you want. He needs to notice this and get away.
Oh,
this is horrible. This is really big.
Yeah.
All the Huss going down for free there.
Those are Cav HP Huss too, so really invested in that.
I think if you managed to get those Huss away from the top side or something, you would have just gotten 2 blockhouses for free, basically.
Yeah, he would have been in a great spot there. He probably would have been able to snowball. Like, he could have even aged up, I think, at this point.
I think it would basically even out the game, like having the early problems that he had. Like this would make it break even again. But now with all the Huss going down, I think Russia's extremely
Kaiser's way up in eco. Oh, they're probably about tied in eco, but Boyar's is going to start really rocking and rolling here.
And P. Diddy style Shrimp Vessel is now playing Age of Empires 3, so watch out in your quick search games.
Yeah, he needs to get some practice in before the Guardians absolutely destroy him in the.
So I think he's gonna try to age, or do you think he's just gonna use this to mess? Might just be for more mess.
Yeah, I mean, like, what else is he gonna ship? He's at a military shipment. Maybe Cav attack or something's in his deck, but he doesn't have enough Huss to justify that. I think 700 coins.
And imagine if those 7 Huss were still alive. This would have looked a lot more scary, a lot scarier.
Completely different. Yeah.
So Russia kind of struggling with hunts, I think. Where's he hunting?
It's got to be on the bottom or going towards the bottom.
Oh, he's here. So it's these last couple animals.
Yeah, and this is where I think just having Strelitz.
Yeah, just these Strelitz are just so cost efficient when they're not dying to Huss. And I think this is going to be a cleanup for Kaiser. Yeah,
just like seven Huss on the right side of this fight by the blockhouse would be so nice right now. It's on Strelitz and Cossacks. I mean, the Rusket mass is going down, but
yeah, you can really see the stat difference in Musk's showing.
Yeah.
But like, even if this trade is close, it's still good for Russia usually.
Yeah. Russia just wants to trade and not die, right? As long as they're trading and not dying, it's good. It's a good trade for Russia.
Yeah, that's how Russia works. And I think it's time to just commit the Cossacks.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Probably gonna kite these 2 away. Yeah, exactly what he does. And you know he's gonna be on the ball with this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, just imagine those extra Huss still in there. I feel like if those Huss stayed alive.
Yeah, I think Sam would have queened here.
Yeah, I think so too. And because they basically got like 0 value when they attacked the Musk.
Yeah. It's like any value of muskets that they killed is gone from the XP that Kaiser got.
I'm missing.
Just unfortunate there.
Some 2 versus 2 going on in the meantime.
14-20. Send 2 more Cossacks and 2 more Huss to counter them.
All right, yeah, and then I have a batch of 5. Yeah.
Just all going to plan. Like, have you ever played the bot like Queen Isabella? You know how she always has those Mayan allies come at the same time. You know, it's like you always know if you're playing the Spanish bot that there's going to be those Mayans running over the place around like 6 minutes or whatever. It's like the same way when you play Kaiser and Sam. It's like, all right, 11:40. Where are the Cossacks at?
If anyone would have this much information about Queen Isabella, it would be you. I'm not surprised.
Well, that's kind of Ruga's thing, but yeah. Yeah, I struggled with the moderate bot for longer than I care to admit. So
when I started playing Age of Empires 3, I would play with my brother. We would play LAN games, and I had downloaded the game like through some weird website. And when I wanted to play online, eventually I bought the game, but I couldn't play online because I had like the illegal version. So I would have to swap out my CD key to play the legal version online. And whenever I wanted to play with my brother, I would have to uninstall and then install the illegal version to play with my brother. So I would go back and forth between installing the legal and the illegal version of the game. Back in 2006
Nice.
or something.
Yeah. I think that's when I started playing too, was way back then. But yeah, only child, so no brother to beat up on.
Oh,
And
and
Kaiser trying to get the Comanche there.
Those land games were the shit. You would finish your third outpost at like 11 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, I think I used to always wall and then just have like 7 towers in my base and play Dutch. I was like little. Yeah, it was pretty bad. But anyway, back to the actual game. Yeah, this just seems like what are these muskets gonna do? Just gonna die to Strelitz and like, nice Huss mass, but boy, our Cossacks and Rusket still do pretty good. So just no way for Sam to kill the Ruskets, it seems.
Yeah, he has a nice, like you said, nice calf match, but you're almost forced to send him into musks.
Yeah.
So he's kind of waiting on these. He's trying to reinforce his musk mesh.
I think maybe a Pioneer CDB pool could be okay here. Try to get Russia off his hunts, but
yeah, it's not in deck.
Yeah, exactly. Like eco theory, or what is it? Wilderness warfare would also be good, but I guess he's got no skirms.
It's only 20% for your CDB. It's not so much.
It's no pioneers. But yeah, I mean the kiting, it's just muskets against Strelitz. Bad for muskets.
Being picked as well.
Yeah, so the cav techs are going to be really nice for the Cossacks. I think cheaper upgrades is pretty relevant here, but I mean the cav speed and cav HP is going to be great. And yeah, this is another game where it's just like Kaiser's ahead and just really slow rolling it, curing more of the map, just massing.
I think that's the way you could describe their skills or their play styles. Is like you get this small advantage and you just you make the other person realize like this is what happened somewhere in the game and just be in agony for 20 minutes.
Well, it's like I would have right clicked with my Huss, lost them all, and resigned the game about 10 minutes ago, right? But Sam's too good to do that. Like he's gonna keep fighting to the end. He's gonna keep hoping that Kaiser slips up somewhere and gives him a window, but Kaiser's just not gonna give it to him. So.
Oh, and here comes the Whirlpool, maybe.
Yeah, here it comes.
I'm not sure. Maybe he's just looking for a new run.
Yeah, I think the game's about to transition to the bottom part of the map because that's like where the only hunts are left. Is he going Comanche? No way, right?
No, I don't think so. It's kind of strange that he built. Yeah, he's going for this is Cav HP, I believe.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's 10% Cav HP. I can't see it anymore.
Yeah.
I can kind of check the stats.
Click on the other one and alt it. You can. Pretty sure it's like 10.
Yeah, I think it's 10. No, it's already gone. Maybe if I go to Sam. Yeah, 10% Cav HP.
I watched the fight.
Yeah, now getting the CDPs in the mix.
Yeah, here we go.
So Kaiser's just going to slow play this fight. He's just going to keep on kiting.
Yeah.
These Strelitz don't matter.
And again, he can just trade as long as he doesn't get completely nuked. It's a good trade.
Yeah, he's killing eco in the meantime because these CDBs are in the fight. So as long as you can just kind of kite out of there.
Yeah.
Surrounding these musks, so he's deciding to take this fight despite them being in melee, but just having number advantage there. And he gets out unscathed.
Yeah, nicely done.
Advanced arsenal, he is chopping a lot of wood. Going for the Aussie.
Yeah, I think the last thing. Samwise wants to deal with was counter infantry rifling Strelitz and Ruskets with that like anti-cav melee upgrade. Plus like the speed or whatever too. Just yeah, I think this fight at the blockhouse has to go well. And I just don't think there's enough.
Like he's not going to be able to rematch.
Yeah, there's no eco, right?
Yeah. And
he's just slowly bleeding.
Kaiser's just taking his time. But my point earlier about the small things is like, for example, the Dutch mirror, it's like Sam shipped 700 foot, so it's like, okay, now you lose.
It took 10 minutes, but
Yeah, exactly.
It's making the opponent make the small mistake, and then making that mistake hurt for the next 20 minutes. And
yeah, because it's not like, oh, you made a mistake, so now I'm instantly winning. It's just, oh, you made a mistake,
yeah,
so down the line you're gonna lose.
yeah,
And similar to this game, it's like, oh, you lost 2 CDBs, so down the line you're gonna lose.
yeah. Just making them play H2, and yeah, I mean, well played by Sam to hang around for this long. 2 CDBs gathering the entire game would have made a big difference, but
Yeah,
Kaiser's already done the
I
mill
think
switch
he kind
now.
of pulled it back, losing the 2 CDBs by doing that roll
Yeah,
wraparound with the Huss. He was kind of just as Kaiser stopped
yeah,
chasing, he went back, and then he got the 2 blockhouses and everything. He got some nice runaround moments, but then as soon as
yeah.
there's
But that
all
7 Huss.
those 7 Huss dying there, then it was over.
Yeah. But yeah, no, a really nice series though. I think it looks like Kaiser's going to take it.
And honestly,
3-2.
I'm impressed with Sam.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna be worse, to be honest, because does he ever play? Like,
yeah, exactly. No, I mean, he just shows up for tournaments. Wins a couple games.
like when
it goes back to
like
Go
don't
ahead.
underestimate Sam just because you see him, like, he's been reverse swept now, right? So he's losing to the last 2 games, it looks like.
Yeah,
But like, don't underestimate just how good this is. Like, these guys are easily top 5 players, and in this tournament specifically, it's just insane.
yeah. I mean, Kaiser made it to the semis of the. Or he's in the finals now, even of the legacy of his own legacy tournament, of course. So like he's in form.
Yeah.
I think Sam lost to Noosh, who's the other finalist. So I mean,
Yeah, that was
they both had good runs there.
that was a 4-3, I think. That was a close series.
Yeah,
Saming News, right? Do you know if that's right or not?
I think it was 4-2 or 4-3. I don't know exactly the result.
Yeah, I believe it was 4-3 to Noosh. I think it went down to the wire. But
Yeah,
I could be wrong. Maybe someone in chat knows.
4-2. I just looked it up. 4-2 for
4-2,
Noosh.
okay.
But
Yeah.
I mean, 4-2, 4-3. It's
Yeah, I feel like
basically the same thing.
because the Maido Kaiser series was 4-3. So I feel like these top 4 players that we have, considering Heza is basically gone in a way.
Yeah.
So in this tournament, we have the 1 seeds from the teams are Samwise, Kaiser, Noosh, and what did I say?
Maido,
yeah.
Maido. Yeah,
so these 4 guys are so evenly matched, and it feels like any one of these 4 guys can win against each other.
Yeah, what was the Maido Noosh score? 3-2. I mean, this whole tournament, a lot of there's been like what? I think 2 4-1s and then a bunch of 3-2s.
Yeah, it feels like everyone is somewhat evenly matched.
It's a nice thing about EPL is it's all like even matchups for the most part. It's like, in a normal tournament, like you'll play someone worse than you, and then you'll play someone around your skill level, and then you'll play someone much better than you, more or less, right?
Oh yeah, often it's like that, yeah.
Yeah, or it's like you have like one easy win and then like maybe one close series, and you get Kaiserklein to get stomped. But in this one, it's like you get 3 players about the same skill rank as you, and
yeah, for example,
obviously every game matters.
For me in the major tournaments, it was like in the group phase, I had like easy games against Kaiserklein, and then I advanced to the next rounds, and I run into EZ, and I just get stomped,
Right. Like who was it? Ali UGG and Kaiserklein.
Yeah.
Don, big favorite there against Ali UGG. Small favorite against Kaiserklein. And then Ezad, just no shot.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I wasn't really feeling myself at the time, but still.
Yeah. No, I think, but this is interesting though, because I think this whole tournament's going to be close games, and yeah, the score this week, if Kaiser hangs on and wins this game, which it looks like he is, it's going to be 64 Vils to 47.
Yeah, he's fully transitioned to Mills. And Sam is never going to be able to age in this game, which is what you kind of want to do as friends. You want to get to the next age at some point.
Yeah, and the hunt's starting to run out for him. He's got no mills, and he's out of wood shipments too. I think he's out of shipments. Yeah, he's stacking a card and nothing to send it.
Yeah, literally.
Kaiser's probably out of shipments too. So, he still got 600 wood.
600 wood. I wonder.
Check his what upgrades does he have?
Yeah, I was wondering.
So nothing.
He's getting CIR.
But here comes CIR. Yeah.
Easy gray codes.
But all right, it's all gonna all gonna come down to the his mind. It looks
he just had his his microwave in the background. Oh, it's Grey Coat's time. He put it on 25 minutes.
Well, he knew that's when the big fight at the mine happens. So.
I really like to think that they just know that far in the future. Like
they've played this matchup 1,000 times, but they just know. Yeah, the weird fight at the mine is about 24:50. That's when you really need Great Coats. You can put it off till then. And with CIR, the muskets might turn into little pseudo magicians here. For
nice positioning, I think, for Kaiser.
Yeah, oh yeah, the trees are really good for fighting against Cav.
Yeah, and then you can just trade off all these musks for the Huss, and then the Strelets can just take over. But not like still somewhat close fight. Actually. Maybe we're calling this game too early. Like it's this is a good fight for Sam. Maybe it's not.
Yeah, but I think he's gonna lose all his Huss. Yeah.
I mean, like we've been calling this game over for a while, but it's closer than we expected, right?
Yeah. No. Like this is.
Stuff happen. Oh, look at this Huss remass.
Oh, that's a big Huss reinforcement, and look what Kaiser's training like 20 Strelets. So wait a minute, all of a sudden, if those Huss get here pronto, I mean, he's gonna get on the mills now, and if he gets on the mills, gets Kaiser off res, this could very well change.
I felt like this game was locked for like a long time, but
yeah. And again, just imagine if he had 7 more Huss, you know?
Oh yeah, we keep getting back to that. I still think Kaiser's winning, but it's like
yeah. I mean, look at the scores. I think that fight was.
Yeah, but everything about this fight was like it was closer than I expected for sure.
Yeah. But I think now that it's over, it's just like I don't know if he's ever gonna get the Cav mass to really. I say that, and then there's a bunch of Huss. Yeah,
there's 18 Huss on the field here.
Yeah,
and
with Cav HP,
Kaiser is running out of gold.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I think he just throws down blockhouses now. If he just survives for 2, he wins. You got 1,300 wood. Just throw down blockhouses.
Yeah, I think everything is still fine for Kaiser.
Yeah, but
you know, Sam is really making him work for it. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, this is close. This is too close for comfort here.
Yeah, slamming.
Yeah, now the blockhouse is coming down.
Yeah.
I mean, they do really good at killing Cav. And obviously they're 5 pop too, so. Like, but yeah, I mean, what else you can spend the wood on?
If Kaiser was a lesser player, then Samwise he would have been able to pull this back against a lot of people, despite the early deficit.
Yeah, Sam would have beaten me about 30 minutes ago.
30 minutes ago, yeah.
And a 27.5-minute
but
game.
now it's real trouble because now the Huns are gone, and now he also has to do this.
There's no coin, right?
Well, the main problem is like Kaiser already did the mill transition, but now he needs to do it. Like
well, there's no coin for Sam, right? And what do you do
once this is gone? Like everything is just gone.
Yeah.
All the Huns, all the mines.
But mills and
it's the last thing left.
Yeah. Mills and trees, and Sam's going to age.
Look at this 50. Have you ever seen this? You have 51 vills and you have 50 on wood.
But yeah, I think no coin is a big boost for Russia though, because they can still make Strelets with mills and wood. And
well,
what a weird place for a mill there.
Have 2 shipments ready as soon as he heads up.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, this mill placement, it's not safe. I think he's just slamming it down wherever.
But yeah, it's
putting some.
It's something that the high level people do that I don't really like, but you know I get the logic behind it.
Oh, I usually slam them down as well, so I don't think it's not only the high people that do it.
Well, they do it in place. Like they'll have a vill pull and they'll throw a mill down on the opponent's base before they walk him back to their TC.
So since he had 50 vills on wood, it's time to get gang solve for when he's not on wood anymore.
Well, he still got 31 on wood. I think it's fine.
Fair enough. So he's probably gonna drop a plantation as well, I guess. Which is always.
I'd almost want to see 1K wood first or 1K coin first before the 2 Falcons.
Yeah, I was gonna say 1K wood would be weird, but 1K coin, yeah.
Because you definitely want coin him. You can make a 5-batch occurs. Get the two Falcons in.
The classic 28-minute semi-FF gang showing up. So does Kaiser try and follow up? Yeah, Kaiser's aging as well.
Yeah.
Also aging up.
Well, Kaiser knows at 29 minutes, that's the semi-FF timing in this matchup.
I think Kaiser's lucky that Exiled Prince exists.
Yeah. Well, he'd be PR10 without it, as we can see. No lie, as some would say. Percentage 100, he'd be PR10. So, but yeah, it's kind of weird to see Exiled Prince out of Russia. I mean, I guess he's also stacking shipments, right?
Yeah, so. I think it's fairly obvious that what else would you do?
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, it's not like you can train anything else if you get to H3. Maybe Cav Archers.
I think it's just about.
But I think he wants to get up to ship 2 Falcons.
Yeah, and maybe like started combat and stuff.
Yeah, I think he wants to get the 2 Falcons in to deal with Sam's 2 Falcons. Yeah, that's why you want to get up.
Yeah.
But it's not like like France, they can't train Kurz or skirm like that while aging, right? So they want to get up ASAP. But Russia can still make Strelets and muskets and Cossacks while aging. But yeah, the 2 Falcon shipment. And those 2 Falcons are getting a little...
they're in a weird position.
His army was
completely away. Like
yeah.
So do you think we still have a game here?
I think Sam needs a really good Falc trade, but yeah, I think it's still a game. I mean, the scores, when Russia's up like 3K score, it is, there's no margin for error for Sam, but I mean, like his army is what, pikes and muskets and cannons?
Yeah, but like
that's not going to do well against.
It feels like it's been over since 5 minutes, and this is.
Oh, and that volley's going to be bad for Sam. Kaiser going to get the shot off.
Oh, he just barely doesn't see them.
Wow. But yeah, Kaiser gets the shot off there, and I think I'm ready to call it. And he's even going Opries now, and I don't really see a way for Sam to deal with that.
Oh yeah, if he sends them bringing his
CF home. Yeah.
Does he know about this? No, he doesn't. But he's probably gonna
some Don Artie level scouting.
He's probably gonna rally them to the south anyway, because it just makes sense.
Yeah, well, he knows the corner mill raid timing is 31:15.
Yeah, and this if he finds it, it could just be the end, because like, how do you go?
There's so many targets to find, right? There's the mills over here. There's the plantation mill over.
Going for the Lavender map hack, he just runs straight to it.
Yeah. And here comes Strelet combat, and these Strelets are beefed. This comes.
Yeah.
And yeah, Kaiser fully popped even. So he's got a ton of infantry in base. His 2 Falcons just throwing down more blockhouses.
Yeah, and just buying gold from time to time.
Yeah. Sam's got 5 goons now, but I just don't think it's enough.
Yeah, damage has been done.
Yeah, I think that's 10 bills down. So it's like that's the
I feel like
I guess the trade-off for the.
I feel like as Russia, you just want to take any fight here because you just want to free up the pop space to remass.
Well, if you lose 30 Strelets, you can
train 30 Strelets.
You can always right-click the Falc with Strelets. You just want them shooting, and there's a Falc ball here too.
And you don't want to
the Falc's being awkward.
And you don't want to allow French to get to 200 pop. So I think it's a good tip for a lot of people is when you're 200 pop, just start having trades.
Yeah. And again, Russia just needs trades. It doesn't matter if they're good or bad. And that Falc is in.
Yeah, at least one free volley on this spike, and it bounced onto the Peaky betraying his country.
Wow.
Just a typical French guy.
Another great game.
So it's a 1-for-1, but if they both get another volley off, then this one goes down. Yeah, and here
nice HP there on Sam's Falc
with the infantry. This is a lot of peakies that
Yeah.
Ace would say you want them in the fight, but I wouldn't. All right.
Yeah.
So it took a while, and this game became somewhat close. Props to Sam for still making it a game like this.
Yeah, I would have right-clicked with my units and lost 20 minutes ago, but Sam hung in there and made it. It looked at 1 or 2 points that he might pull it back and win, but yeah, those two CDBs, 32 minutes ago, really.
Yeah. So but I mean, usually this sort of thing, it means that it's GG at like 15 or something. So the fact that it kept on going and going, and at some point it starts not mattering anymore.
Yeah.
And I think these were the husks.
So Kaiser falling in Big's tradition and falling behind 0-2 and then bringing it back. He actually pulled off the reverse sweep.
Yeah, Kaiser
Winning 3-2
following in my footsteps.
Yeah.
So now that the week is concluded, it might be nice to show people what it looks like. Let me see if I can find it.
But yeah, really, really good games for those two. I think it's kind of a. I mean, Sam will obviously be disappointed losing the last 3 games of the series, but
yeah,
I think 3-2 against Kaiser is it's not bad.
Yes, respectable. Yeah, for sure.
I think you'd expect either 4-1 Kaiser, or 3-2 for Kaiser as like the 2 most likely outcomes. I mean, Sam can definitely win today, but the way Kaiser's playing right now,
it's not the Legacy tournament. Where do I find it?
It's ESOC Premier League. Just click on like the more info, and I think Kamike's got some sheets somewhere.
Usually, I just go somewhere here, and then I should be able to find it. Oh, this is scheduling. Yeah. I think this will probably be showing it. Or does it? No.
I got you right here. Let me Discord this over to you.
Yeah, that works. Oh, but this is also empty. I think.
No, go to week 1. The bottom, the little blue tabs.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah. So now we can see all the scores. Oh, he's already filled in the score from today as well.
Yeah.
So the week 1 is finished. So these are all the scores, and everything is being casted. So if you're interested in one of these series, you can look up the vaults. So which one of these is are the surprises? I would say Daniel against Migo is a surprise. 4-1 for Daniel.
Yeah, that's a shocker. I mean, everything else was 3-2 except for Lavender Tit, Only Baus Turk, and Daniel Migo.
Yeah, Lavender really showing what he's capable of, winning 4-1.
Yeah, I mean, those are clean games by him. We casted that one too, didn't we? Is that us yesterday? Am I crazy?
I casted a lot. I might have.
Yeah.
Did I?
I don't even know anymore.
Oh yeah, I think I did because I remember casting Lavender's boat control being out of this world.
Oh yeah. That was the 2 of us. That might have been 2 or 3 days ago, but yeah, no, that was a great series. Yeah, I haven't seen many of the other ones, but I think he's a bit of a wild card, and I think Baus is a bit of a wild card.
Yeah, Baus made it to the semis of the Kaiser tournament, so that made him really increase in price in the bidding. But so far, not having a good start.
I mean, Turk is also, I think, in this format really good. We play double Japan. His Japan is not fun to play against. So.
Yeah, the Civ reset always helps some people more than others. Turk is an example of just like he's just really happy playing Japan and India both twice.
Yeah, I think Daniel too. When he gets to play his Civs again, he's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. So these are all the results for the first week. It looks like basically anyone's game still. Like, sure, Duck Squad got 11 points, but one good series and it's neglected already.
Yeah. Like they win their first series next week, like 5-0, and
yeah, and
you're 4-1 even, and they're back to 500, right? So
exactly. So everyone is
still top two. Yeah, top 2 teams get in, and they're only 2 games behind CMC. So yeah, nothing.
Now to week 2, it's gonna be our team, the Bigs. We're gonna be playing against CMC.
Yeah, click the blue tab. You can see the schedule.
Here?
No, the bottom.
Oh yeah, week 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
our matchups are set.
Oh yeah, so we set our matchups. I didn't know it was confirmed officially. So these are going to be the matchups for this week. As you can see, Yuki Eddie and me played against each other. I'm not going to say anything about it because it's not casted yet.
Go the Netherlands.
So we're going to have Mido against Samwise now. Mini is going to take on the big Lavender. So that's going to be... I would be pretty scared if I was Mini. But I believe in...
I think those players are like pretty similar. They're both, they have good builds. They're, technically sound and Nilla civs.
Oh, and you're... Does this mean like...
That's next Monday, Tuesday.
Oh, okay. So this will take a while till that.
I think we're playing next Tuesday. Yeah. So I got like a week before BZ. So.
All right. So these are the matchups confirmed for our teams, and then between the Boomers and the Duck Squad, nothing is confirmed just yet.
Yeah, Duck and Prince still bickering about matchups, probably.
So how do you feel about our matchup? So don't say anything about me against Yuki Eddie, or you could say like a prediction, but the result.
5-0 for Don. I think Daniel is just the greatest player in EPL history, so that's like a 5-0 for Daniel.
You're just gonna predict 5-0 for everyone for us.
No, I'll predict myself. I'll go for me. I'll 5-0 for Mini, and I'm gonna say Mido wins 6-0. They accidentally play an extra game. Mido wins that one. So.
Wow.
I go 25-1 for the bigs. Yeah.
Sounds like we're gonna have a great week.
No, I mean it's EPL, right? So I think we saw like 3 series that were 4-1 and everything else 2. So it should be a lot of close games. It should be fun. It should be good games to watch. It's like if you look at the tournament cast, there's a lot of 3-0s or 3-1s. Maybe like there's 3 good series around.
Yeah, you're kind of seeing it from week 1. It's just like
Yeah.
So many 3-2s. Like everyone is just kind of close match. I think how do you call it? How the auction went. Every team got something going for them.
Yeah.
So for example, between the Boomers and CMC, this first series that we casted were these 3, and it was looking so good for CMC.
Mm-hmm.
But they still had Kaiser and Turk to play, and they brought 7 points to the table.
And if you even before Kaiser brought the 3 games back, it was 13-9, so it was looking great for CMC. Like they had already won the week with 3 games to go, but yeah, Kaiser makes it really close.
Yeah, but especially Turk was just so important.
Yeah.
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 We'll see what happens in week 2. So this series might have casted by someone. Obviously, I'm not going to cast it myself. Yeah, and we'll see what matchup they end up deciding on. And that's going to be it for us today. I hope you guys enjoyed this series. I thought it was awesome. Kaiser and Sam, just 2 of the best players of the game.
Yeah. We know French mirror, but we got to see some amazing understanding of the 32-minute, 15-second OP raids by Kaiser. So
yeah, we saw Samwise win twice because of an unfair matchup, winning Spain against Germany and Germany against Spain.
Yeah, that's a Samwise favorite matchup.
Yeah, and then Kaiser's the kind of guy, he doesn't mind being down some games. He was also down 3-1 to Mido in his own tournament, but he always, like, as much as he tilts, his gameplay doesn't tilt. Like he only starts playing better and better.
He's a dangerous animal when wounded. That's definitely.
Yeah, you don't want to see him. Like, you'd rather be up, or you'd rather be down games.
Well, you'd rather be up against them, but yeah, I mean, it doesn't get easier when you some people tilt, when they're down like 2-0 or 3-0. But yeah, not Kaiser.
Exactly. Your mental state is pretty important as well.